My name is Nick Trudgen. My heart is in the stars. I'm in Armenia. I've heard of an astrophysical observatory in the slope of Mount Aragats, in the village called Byurakan. Inherited from the days of Soviet Armenia, what interests me the most is that it is still operating to this day. I knew I had to see it, as besides the impressive scientific research, the observatory also fulfills an informative activity by organising tours and lectures. I, however, got the chance to meet the Deputy Director of Byurakan Astrophysical Observatory himself, Haik Harutyunian.
First discoveries which were done in Byurakan were associated with newborn stars, young stars. When it was shown that there are young stars, nobody believed that because everybody was sure that all stars were born several billions years ago, all together, and no new stars come born. And another thing that was established, that stars are born in groups. It was Ambartsumian called the stars Astrophysical, these groups Astrophysical, which was translated in English stellar association. All the largest galaxies, they have nuclei. The central part, all the old versions of physics of galaxies call this nucleus as, graves or something of matter. That all the dead matter goes to these central parts. And Ambartsumian was the first to show that the nuclei of galaxies are the most active part of galaxies.
Our observatory was built in 1946. There were done a lot of very interesting works, and it's because of Victor Ambartsumian, who was the, I think the greatest scientist of 20th century, not only in Armenia but in the world. Great person, great scientist, great citizen of Armenia and Soviet Union.
Is this Victor Ambartsumian?
This yes, Ambartsumian,
So the founder
of Byurakan Observatory. He established first department of astrophysics in Soviet Union.
Okay.
In that university.
Okay.
Then second, he established in Yerevan University.
Okay.
So astrophysics in Soviet Union was established by him. And in Soviet Union, everybody knows that he was the father of Soviet theoretical astrophysics.
Yeah.
And this is first buildings built in 50s. You can see there's Armenian letters above the door.
Okay.
Rejetsega, it means 1953. There is a 40 centimeter telescope. Two telescopes, they mainly worked in electrophotometry, not photographic or other, but in electrophotometry it means that light which comes from stars or other objects, it transforms into electricity and it registers the electrical current. here in Byurakan, station for observation of the space debris. Of course, it's not very important for Armenia. We don't have any cosmic industry, but because we have observers, we have observatory, and big companies are interested in this, we decided to have such a center, such an observation. Our observations are used by Russian Roscosmos. It's one of our activities which is not connected with astrophysics, but we call it applied astronomy. So this is our largest telescope and works since 1976. The diameter of this mirror, which is now closed, is 2.6 meters. It was a second telescope in all this area. It means Europe, Soviet Union. At that time there were not big telescopes. It was only 6-meter Russian telescope. By the way, designer of this telescope, Byurakan Astrophysical, also designed the 6-meter telescope, which is in northern Caucasus. This is, as the mirror is there, there is a main focus of the telescope. Usually they open a part where the objects are, and telescope is pointed to this part. Of course, because the Earth rotation, the dome is rotating, telescope is rotating around two axes. One is parallel to Earth axis, and one is perpendicular to Earth axis.
What do you think? Are there aliens? Is there intelligent life outside our planet?
You know, you never can prove that they don't exist. The point is that usually we are looking for life which is similar to us. In 70s, 80s, this problem was very popular. Now it's not very popular. There are different ways. There are enthusiasts who are working in this area, but usually it's in science problem comes, and for several years it's very popular. Many people are working in this. Then it decreasing the interest, but usually it comes again as evolution, as which is a spiral, returns to same place, but in a new level. So maybe some days people will find something which thinks also.